I lost my eyesight in 1998.
Pasensya na.
Before UNC, I was rejected by several schools.
Hindi pwede eh.
Everyone was having doubts. But UNC gave a simple yes. I am a person with disability taking my master's. I want to inspire others. Pwedeng mag-college, pwedeng mag-masters, pwede pang mag-doctorate. Gusto kong maging motivation sa ibang may disability na kaya pa.
Nurturing minds and hearts, training the future educators and experts of Bicol. UNC College of Education and School of Graduate Studies. University of Nueva Cáceres, nurturing better tomorrows for all.
Hi, this is 𝗕𝘂𝗶𝗵𝗺 greeting you a great morning. We are down to the penultimate episode of the first ever academe-initiated webinar series in Bicolandia, the UNC Webinar Series. Last episode, we featured the College of Engineering and Architecture and College of Business and Accountancy, which inspired confidence in UNC's design in rearing the next generation of engineers, architects, entrepreneurs, and accountants who will be building industries which would lead to a better world, which we have been longing to have. For today's episode, we will feature the departments responsible for the formative years of the future of our race, the elementary and junior high school departments. This episode is entitled University of Nueva Cáceres, Nurturing Dreams, Building Champions. Shall we begin? Let's go.
In the University of Nueva Cáceres, we build a better tomorrow for our students. With our future-ready facilities, progressive teaching methods, a nurturing culture for success, our Learn-as-you-earn programs make it easier for working students to finish college. We ensure their bright careers. It all starts here, in the heart of Bicol. The University of Nueva Cáceres by Ayala's AC Education, nurturing better tomorrows for all.
Hi, I'm 𝗕𝘂𝗿𝗂𝗵𝗺, a proud UNC ambassador. At UNC, I am future ready. You're still watching the UNC Webinar Series, Episode 7. At UNC Elementary Department, fun and learning go together. There is academic progress and personal development, holistic academics and enrichment activities. UNC Elementary Department is cultivating learning outside the classroom, forming values and character, enhancing the IQ and EQ to meet the challenges of the 21st century. And that's not all. They are nurturing the love for the planet we all call home. To know more about the UNC Elementary Department and what puts them ahead of the rest, we will welcome the motherly educator in a class of her own. Let's all welcome the principal, Dr. Vivian Fortuno.
Hi, good morning. Thank you for that kind introduction, Faye. To the team in charge of this webinar, thank you for featuring the youngest department in the university, which is the ECEC and the elementary department. May I also take this opportunity to say thank you to our dear stakeholders in the department, particularly the parents, who are continuously supporting and putting their trust to us by enrolling their kids for the incoming school year 2020-2021. We are still continuously waiting for some of our previous year pupils to enroll, as we are about to begin our classes comes August 24. Please let us help you if you are encountering some concerns in the enrollment. Just let us know, and we will be more than willing to assist and help you. What's the relevance of the curriculum we offer in the new normal? Basic education is a right of every Filipino child. Whatever kind of situations we're into, access to quality primary education would always be the main concern of our Filipino families. This is the main reason why the University of Nueva Cáceres Basic Education is continuously offering our ECEC for the preschool and the elementary programs. It is anchored on the implementing rules and regulation of the Basic Education Act of the Department of Education, intended to meet basic learning needs in which subsequent learning can be based as kindergarten and elementary education are the compulsory and mandatory education for children. Despite the current situation that we have now, we still want to push the relevance and importance of providing young children with a safe, nurturing environment, as well as the stimulation needed to prepare them for the transition to the early grade. As Robert Lee Fulghum stated, all I really need to know, I learned in kindergarten. The statement reminded us of the importance of the development of some preliminary social skills, the importance of play, and early stimulation and enrichment. This supplements what parents attempt to provide in the home environment. Later, one of the kids' favorite teacher in the preschool of our university would describe how we were able to engage and make our preschoolers want to go to school for the previous school year. Teacher Chami will be sharing to us the techniques, methods, and activities we offer with our 3 to 5-year-old kids. What's our preparation for the new normal? With our commitment to serving our established, the university-based department will be offering classes this school year 2020-2021 through our resilient, or what we call as the RED 3.0. R stands for resilient, E for education, and D for delivery. So RED 3.0. Our RED 3.0 is an alternative educational delivery anchored on a no face-to-face or physical interaction of students and faculty in the classroom. It is a flexible learning solution to keep our students and faculty safe and continue to learn from the safety of their home. Likewise, this alternative learning delivery is anchored on the Department of Education's mandate that education and the learning process must continue despite these trying times with utmost consideration at the safety, health, and comfort of the learners. In light of the need for schools to adapt to the emerging new normal and ensure that teaching and learning effectiveness continues either within or beyond the classroom, there is an urgent need to address changes and critical challenges affecting our learners. To cater to the different capabilities of stakeholders and help them adjust to the teaching learning process, the following learning delivery mode will be considered. So we have two particular learning delivery modes. First is the FlexiTech, or the flexible technology-driven modality. This is an alternative mode of learning delivery that uses varied digital electronic resources and the different technology-driven learning platforms, or shall we say conference bridges, such as Zoom, Hangouts, Google Classroom, or other applications that may suit the needs of the learners. The mode of delivery is also facilitated by uploading instructional and content of lessons in a learning management system, or what we call as the LMS. Significant consideration will be given to the most essential learning competencies, or the MEL, taken from the curriculum implementation and learning management matrix prescribed by the Department of Education. What is this FlexiTech? We have two particular approaches in this FlexiTech. First is the synchronous. This is structured in the sense that pupils attend live lectures. There are real-time interactions between educators and learners and the possibility of instant feedback. It can allow students to ask and teachers can immediately answer questions. It is like a virtual classroom where discussion with students can be done. The second approach is the asynchronous. This is not simultaneous in time. Learning content is available at different learning systems and forums. Pupils can study at their own pace with the guidance of parents or even the siblings. Okay. The second modality is the 𝗕𝘂𝗃𝗃. So we have the first one, the 𝗕𝘂𝗃. The second one is the 𝗕𝘂𝗃 or the modular modality. The module is a learning guide used to support the learning process to ensure that the learner navigates through a particular and user-friendly manner. This would assist the learner in further understanding of the course material. Okay. Now for preschool and grades 1 to grades 3, they will be provided with the printed modules. Why printed? Because for the young learners, the pedagogy or the method and practice, the way how we teach, is more on socialization. The content learning delivery is through play-based activities and locomotor development. We still need to develop the children's fine motor skills, such as the coordination between the small muscles, like those of the hands and fingers, that enables us function as writing and grasping small objects. While for grade 4 up to grade 6, lessons will be embedded or stored in the tablet to provide productive and stimulating experience for our intermediate pupils. Aside from serving as storage for all the learning activities, the tablet could also be used during the synchronous session, which can provide a lot of opportunities for social interaction between the pupils and the teachers. This would lessen, of course, the cost for printing and the volume of papers to be used. The grades 4 to 6 pupils will also be enrolled in the Blackboard Learn Ultra. This is the learning management system. This is a software application for the administration, documentation, tracking, reporting, and delivery of learning and development programs. The LMS as a vast repository is where we can store and track information. Our students will be provided with an account so they can log in and access these online learning resources whenever and wherever they are. Some of the most notable benefits of using the LMS are the following features. First is on checking of students' attendance, also on organizing lessons content by inserting pictures and links to supplement discussion. Then we can also conduct quizzes and tests, and also sharing and uploading videos, images, and the like. Actually, since last school year, we've already started moving from traditional to online training and invest in our LMS. This coming school year, as we want to make learning more engaging to our pupils, we will be using the Blackboard Learn Ultra to improve our teaching learning process. Why should students choose to study in ECEC and elementary department? First, we provide balanced student life opportunities for our pupils. We acknowledge the importance of balancing academics and non-academic aspects in our curriculum, which are both very important for the holistic growth and development of pupils. As we become parents, all of our students entrusted to our care, we make the kids comfortable while guiding them the early concepts and developmental skills of life. We have our qualified and competent faculty members who would be facilitating the course of our learning delivery. We give importance to our core values, which can help pupils in building their character. Pupils who are confident, motivated, and resilient will be better prepared for adult life. Now, for our partners, parents and guardians as our partners in children's learning journey, recognizing that in these trying times, when the only solution is to continue learning from home, the role of the parents is of great importance, just like the real teacher. Parents' active involvement in certain tasks as our learning companion and learning ally are highly encouraged, particularly on the following aspect. First, organizing the learning environment at home. Another thing, maintaining constant communication with the teacher or academic heads. Next, providing support and guidance, but not actually to teach. We do understand that parents have other things to do at home and many have their personal job to attend to. Monitoring the online activities of the pupils and compliance of the expected outputs are the things that the parents, our partners, can be of help. We look forward to working with all our stakeholders in finding ways to ensure that our learners' access to learning is not hampered and that our pupils would have a happy pupils' life even outside our beloved university. Once again, to our dear stakeholders, we are hoping for your cooperation, engagement, and help as our partner in the delivery of the quality education that our kids or our learners truly deserve. Once again, good day, everyone. Thank you.
Hi everyone! Welcome back to episode 7 of the UNC webinar series entitled University of Nueva Cáceres, Nurturing Dreams, Building Champions. I am 𝗓𝘂𝗿𝗁 and I am a proud UNC ambassador. In UNC, we are dynamic and creative. We anticipate the forces of change. We explore possibilities with intent and purpose. Our next speaker is one of the educators who specialize in working with young children. She is someone who fosters a safe and comfortable environment through clear, positive, and encouraging words and actions. Ladies and gentlemen, Ms. 𝗡𝘂𝗿
Good morning, everyone. I am Teacher Pearl, and I lead the UNC ECEC department that stands for Early Childhood Education Center. I am honored to give you a brief overview on how our department works. We handle children ages 3 to 5 years old, and we believe in the importance of early development. And that is the very main reason why our curriculum is tailor-fit to cater to the needs of our younger generation. We follow specific national standards and is aligned with Department of Education. We always look forward to positive results or progress through our quality teaching learning methodologies. We have a variety of subjects that we offer, such as English, Filipino, math, and science. We also have activities for beginner and advanced learners that aims to engage our pupils of different levels. And of course, to make learnings a fun and energetic activity, we have allotted a certain time of the day for them to have a breather, and just play around and be creative. The best thing about learning that we offer is the interjection of values education to ensure a well-rounded individual. We aim to balance both the academic performance and life skills to prepare them for formal education and make them functionally independent. In our new normal setup, we have prepared ourselves in bridging the gaps by ensuring that our teachers are equipped and well trained. They participated in training for module preparations, improved interactions, and carefully and strategically planned schedules. We also ensured that health and safety protocols are strictly followed by everyone. Our end goal for us is to strengthen partnership and collaboration with our parents so we can let the students experience a meaningful learning process and that UNC have continued to add value to them. Should you find value to our program, please feel free to reach out for further information. May you all be safe and healthy. Thank you.
Hi, I'm 𝗕𝘂𝗿𝗂𝗺, your proud UNC ambassador. I am future ready at UNC. This is episode 7 of the first ever academe-initiated webinar series in Bicolania. Our next speaker is a proud alumnus of UNC's Basic Education, class of 1997, and High School Department, class of 2001, a certified history maker. During his elementary and high school years, he received numerous recognitions and awards, including Campus Journalism, Loyalty Award, and Service Award. He is a consistent member of a STAR section from kindergarten to grade school, and modified science-oriented class from 1st to 4th year high school. During his high school graduation, he was the recipient of Leadership Award, Special Award in Public Speaking, and Community Service Award. And just last year, he was the recipient of the 2019 Outstanding UNC High School Alumnus, and was also one of the outstanding speakers in the 2019 World Speech Day. Now, let's talk about his flourishing career in the entertainment industry. Our beloved UNC alumnus was one of the interns of People, an ABS-CBN program hosted by Ms. Ces Orenia Drilon. For 10 solid years as a 𝗕𝗂𝗄𝗎𝗇 full-time employee, he worked as a researcher, writer, segment producer, program producer, and eventually, he became an executive producer in the entertainment department. His body of work in the TV industry was well recognized by the Catholic Mass Media Award, KBP Golden Dove Award, and Anak TV Award. After his full-time work in the 𝗕𝗂𝗄𝗎 Network, he established his own company, the Searchlight Artist Management and Productions, where he is also the creative manager and the chief entertainment strategist. In the field of multimedia arts in the Bicolania, his name is among the most trusted. Because of his advocacy on children welfare and environmental protection, he launched the HUGS project, which means Help Us Give School Supplies, and the Little Sea Warriors program. He is an ADPROM specialist, educator, consultant, advocacy stalwart, and a proud creative director in the countryside. Ladies and gentlemen, let us listen to an outstanding alumnus in every way, in every measure, our very own Director Ninoy D. Reyes.
Thank you to our webinar host for that introduction. Non scolae sed vitae, not of school but of life. I first heard this motto in 1991, and up until today, it is still part of my core. Good day to my fellow speakers, to the participants, and to the netizens watching this episode. Special shout out to my batchmates from UNC Elementary Class of 1997 and UNC High School Batch of 2001. To the next generation of UNCians, this episode is also for you. Today, I will share with you my best memories in UNC, my home for 11 solid years. Kindergarten and elementary days were full of fun activities and value for learning. When I was in kinder, my teachers will make our discussions more exciting by preparing colorful visual aids during special activities. We'll go home with candies and star icons as part of their reward system and also their strategy to make us more active in discussions. Even our student teachers were very creative on the way they teach us with hands-on supervision from our teachers. One of my favorite student teachers when I was in grade 1 was teacher 𝗕𝘂𝗵𝗺. She was always prepared with her lessons, even with her props and her visual aids. And we love how she presented her lectures to young pupils like us in the 90s. For a little kid and batang 90s like me, these moments were priceless. In UNC, teachers are there not just to teach and to guide you. They are there to journey with you, not just in your academic life, but also in honing your talents. One of the best chapters of my elementary years was when I represented our university and the Naga City Division in the Regional Schools Press Conference in Tabaco City in 1994. I didn't make it to the national finals in Cebu, but in the eyes of my parents and in the eyes of my coach, Ma'am Ruby Langitan, I will always be their champion. In UNC, they just do not nurture dreams, they also build champions. I also take pride of the accomplishments of my batchmates from UNC Elementary Batch of 1997 and UNC High School Class of 2001. They are now champions in their chosen fields. I gained so many friends in UNC, and they are now my priceless treasures in life. We are friends for more than 2 decades now. I asked some of them what UNC means for them. Let's meet some of my batchmates with this short video clip.
UNC made my best high school memories.
UNC is my childhood home.
UNC is my home away from home.
UNC is where I learned my values in life.
In UNC, there are many opportunities where you can develop and hone your God-given talents. During elementary intramurals and high school week celebrations, your talents in performing arts will make you shine. And aside from that, you will feel the warmth and support of your year-level advisors and of your batchmates. Academic excellence is an integral part of my journey as a UNCian. I was blessed to be included in the modified science-oriented class from first year to fourth year high school. In the chapter of my life, I was nurtured by highly competent and dedicated educators. Investigative projects and researches were a vital part of our high school years. Doing these projects require patience, dedication, and teamwork. In UNC, it is not just about valuing IQ, it is also about nurturing your EQ. Even after my elementary and high school graduation, I have been invited by my former teachers to some of the major events in the university, and it always been a joy to my heart. Let's go back to these colorful activities in this short music video. At this chapter of my life, some of my batchmates already have children. Some of their kids are in kindergarten, others are in elementary, and I am happy to know that many of my batchmates enrolled their kids in UNC. Special shout out to my batchmate Juni Orante from the UNC Marketing Office, who is a responsible father of two beautiful young girls who are enrolled in UNC Elementary Department. In University of Nueva Cáceres, they just do not nurture dreams. They build champions not just in school, but in life. Last 2019, after weeks of discerning and praying, I finally decided to go back to UNC to pursue my dream to have a master's degree. This master's degree is a gift for myself, for my family, and for our community. To continue learning in the midst of this COVID-19 pandemic is one of the best decisions I made, and I know that my future self will be thankful for this decision of mine. Let me share with you the message in our yearbook from my fourth-year level advisor, Ma'am 𝗕𝘂𝗶𝗵 and from the former UNC President, Ma'am Dolly Season. Ma'am 𝗕𝘂 reminded us that whatever success you may reap, always remain your feet on the ground and to always give back and glorify the Lord. I will also never forget the salient point from Ma'am Dolly. We have to be abreast of the times. Whatever place you will occupy in our community, always remember to uphold the ideals of your alma mater. As I journey in life, I realized that the best lessons and values you've learned from your elementary and high school years, your formative years, are some of the best treasures you can have. These will serve as your compass, not just in your professional life, but in your personal life. It will make you a better person. This is Nina Reyes, and I am thankful for the knowledge I learned from my alma mater. UNC will always be part of me as long as I live. UNC education is not just a memorable experience, but it is a gift of a lifetime.
I lost my eyesight in 1998. Before UNC, I was rejected by several schools. Everyone was having doubts. But UNC gave a simple yes. I am a person with disability taking my master's. I want to inspire others. Pwedeng mag-college, pwedeng mag-masters, pwede pang mag-doctorate. Gusto kong maging motivation sa ibang may disability na kaya pa.
Nurturing minds and hearts, training the future educators and experts of Bicol. UNC College of Education and School of Graduate Studies. University of Nueva Cáceres. Nurturing better tomorrows for all.
Hi everyone! You are still watching episode 7 of the UNC webinar series. The next department to talk about why UNC should be your school of choice is the junior high school department. Our first speaker is someone who leads by example by doing right things rightly, inspires both students and faculty to be productive, as well as moving forward without leaving anyone behind. Ladies and gentlemen, it's my pleasure to introduce to you Assistant Principal for Student Affairs and Discipline, Mr. Medjos Josephine A. Cuyo.
To those who are watching this episode 7, let me start my presentation with this quotation from Maya Angelou. According to her, we spend precious hours fearing the inevitable. It would be wise to use the time adoring our families, cherishing our friends, and living our lives. This time that we are in a situation where uncertainties usually set in, this quote is a great reminder to all of us to look for and savor the opportunities of this time. We at the Basic Education Department, especially your junior high school family, believe that even if we all battle to survive the pandemic, it is still of prime importance that our young generation, no less than our students, be continuously provided with the skills that they need, both academically and non-academically. They need to live their lives in a worthwhile manner, even if we have this kind of situation. Let me share to you these two pictures. The boy who is Junel Tranel of San Francisco, USA, who said that He tried hard not to get distracted at home during the lockdown. The other picture depicts the two girls, Sasha and Anna, of Los Angeles, California, who tried to find a way to say hello by just looking at each other through a glass window. These pictures represent the many situations experienced by children in other countries during the time of lockdown, sometime in March or April of this year. But the same thing is also true to our children, who are at the same time our students. The behavior manifested by our children will continue for the next 10 months or more than that, because they will not be going to school. They will not be with their classmates and friends. They will be at their own space at home doing their schoolwork. Although their families are with them, but their association with their classmates are the ones that they will be looking forward to being happening again. So what happens when the school opens? Everyone will be attending their classes through an online mode or modular mode. Hence, with a shift to this new normal, the interpersonal interaction of our students will be limited. They will just be within the confines of their homes while they acquire new concepts and skills in their academic requirements. But we have this desire that even if we will not be conducting face-to-face classes with our students, we should let our students feel the stillness of the situation and the certainty of the future. We should also let them feel the assurance that everything will be all right and that our present situation shall come to pass. We are concerned about the journey of our students during this time. Their journey should not be hampered by the current situation. The feeling of security should be felt by your children, who are our students, so that all these things that we have been preparing for them for the past months will yield results. Otherwise, this will just be all a practice in futility. With the university's newly crafted modality, which is the flexible technology-driven delivery, the flexible clubs of Gen Zs has been conceptualized by the junior high school department, which supports the conduct of non-academic activities of our students. This is the counterpart of the on-campus clubs of our students. We have thought of crafting a different modality for the co-curricular activities of our students. We anchored our decision for the continuance of the co-curricular activities of our students in the junior high school department on the following principles. First, recognizing the importance of the whole child approach. This approach ensures each child or learner in each school, in each community is healthy, safe, engaged, supported, and challenged. We look beyond the classroom. We would like to support the personal development of our students. As stated in our UNC Redways 3.0, student services is a vital component of UNC's holistic student development goal. It will not change in this COVID-19 period. Hence, we have thought of the flexible clubs for Gen Zs in the context of the mental health and well-being of our students, which must be continuously supported. Creating these flexible clubs is a must for us in the junior high school because it will enable our students to relate to their friends and classmates, sharing their thoughts and ideas on one common interest through a virtual environment. The flexible clubs for Gen Zs shall be implemented by the two types of student associations in the junior high school, which are the academic clubs and the institutional organizations, Under the academic clubs, we have the following areas: Araling Panlipunan, English, ESP, Filipino, Math, MAPE, Science, and TLE. Under the institutional organizations, we have the Community Extension Volunteers, the Boy Scouts of the Philippines, Dance Troupe, the DXMC, the GSP, the Supreme Student Government, the Trailblazer, and the 𝗕𝗂𝗂𝗍. Both the academic clubs and the institutional organizations may choose from the suggested activities that we have listed in the guidelines that we will provide to the students through their chosen clubs or organizations. Though they have guide, they may opt to plan other types of activities, but it should be mainly conducted through an online platform. Examples: vlogging, online mobile photography, demo cooking, speaking contests, and the like. Another feature of our online student activities are the activities that will be spearheaded by the Supreme Student Government of the junior high school, which are geared towards building a school spirit under the following themes and topics. The first theme is pride. It aims to build among students their strong emotional connection with the university by retracing its past, reviving traditions through its songs and hymns, and honing them into becoming red individuals. When we say red individuals, they are resilient, excellent, and determined individuals. The topics that they will have to undertake are the university history and UNC songs. For the second theme, we have pride. It aims to take cognizance of the notable accomplishments of the department's alumni and their contributions to the community with the topics UNC Junior High School Achievers and UNC Junior High School Outstanding Alumni. And for the third theme, we have prestige. It aims to develop a feeling of esteem and distinction among students, teachers, and non-teaching staff in the junior high school community with the following topics: from first to number one, a happy student life, and reaching out. Through these activities, though our students are present in an online community, we would like them to find support from their classmates, to be able to share knowledge, interests, and ideas, and to be able to reflect on their learnings and experiences together with their peers beyond the confines of the school. Each club must come up with a schedule of activities, maximum of 2, to be conducted on a specific month, which is considered as the club's or organization's culminating month, wherein it will showcase the outputs of its members following the schedule as shown in the following slide. So those are the salient features of our student activities under the new normal. I would like to end my sharing with another quotation. All our dreams can come true if we have the courage to pursue them, by Walt Disney. We have dreams for our children's future, but at this point that we are amid this pandemic, our situation is not easy. We have fears, we have doubts, but this quote is telling us that we need to take courage because we are the ones who will lead our children to adapt to the new normal. Let us all be courageous to overcome our fears and be the role models to our children. Let us teach them to take courage to begin the journey towards their dreams and courage to see them through. Let us be together in helping our children in their academic and non-academic journey for this school year. Let us pray that all these things that we are experiencing shall soon pass and we shall come out of these difficulties victorious. To our dear stakeholders, we hope that you will be with us as we take our journey with your children for this school year. Thank you and good day, everyone.
In the University of Nueva Cáceres, we nurture future engineers.
Today, we strengthen the engineering program through an academic alliance with Mapua University. Together with UNC's nurturing environment, we prepare our Bicol graduates to compete nationwide and abroad and excel in their careers.
The University of Nueva Cáceres, nurturing better tomorrows for all.
Under Section 3 of Article 15 of the 1987 Constitution, the state shall defend the right of children to assistance, including proper care and nutrition, and special protection from all forms of neglect, abuse, cruelty, exploitation, and other conditions prejudicial to their development. Pursuant to this, the University of Nueva Cáceres Basic Education Department established the Committee on Child Protection composed of different stakeholders. Our next speaker is the former parent representative of this Committee on Child Protection, Mr. Remy Manchus.
Thank you for that nice introduction. And I am proud, I am happy that I have been chosen by the University of Nueva Cáceres to speak in this forum. Actually, I have no students anymore at the UNC, but I used to represent my grandchildren who studied at the UNC in junior high school several years ago. So I was given three lead questions to tackle before you. One is the relationship or the relevance of the JHS or the junior high school to the pandemic. Now, for me, at all times, the junior high school must be relevant to all things, not only to the pandemic. But now that we are in this situation, it is more difficult, of course, for parents, for students, to adapt to this new situation, to this what we call the new normal. However, I can see and I believe that junior high school students at the UNC will be able to cope up with whatever difficulties they may have during this pandemic. The next lead question that I was given was about the preparation, how students and parents would prepare for this pandemic, I mean studying during this pandemic. I can see that some parents think that it is very difficult to send their students now during this coronavirus pandemic. But for me, there are also some special changes that would be more beneficial to the parents. Like, for example, as I was saying, before the school year, during the normal times, parents are so busy preparing for the uniforms, buying school supplies, new shoes for their students. But now, they don't have to buy new shoes. They don't have to buy new clothes because most of the students will be studying at home, online study. So, that is an advantage on the part of the parents, because one more advantage is they will no longer be worrying about the daily baon or expenses of their students. And also, after school, especially for high school students, we used to worry what time our students would be going home, because especially those who are already in the second year and third year when they have friends in school, they used to loaf around after classes. But now, because of this pandemic, they will no longer be worrying about their students coming home late after school. So, the preparations that parents and students now must have will be to prepare a room in their own homes where to study, where to receive the lessons, where to study online, and most probably, because of this technology, parents would have to apply for an internet connection so that their students would be able to cope up with the lessons. So that would be, for me, the preparations that parents and students must have during this pandemic. I would like to invite parents and students to choose UNC as their school. Why? Because I know that UNC can provide all the modern technologies in learning, in teaching, for students to learn better even during this pandemic. That is why I would encourage, once again, my fellow parents, guardians, and students, please enroll at the UNC. Make UNC your second home.
Hi, I'm 𝗕𝘂𝗵𝗏 and I am Future Ready at UNC. This is the episode 7 of the first ever academe-initiated webinar series in Bicolandia. Now, let's get interactive. Our viewers now joined the conversation and we have received 2 questions from our viewers. And this is for the Assistant Principal of Junior High School Department, Ma'am Remy Cuyo. Ma'am Remy, good day to you. This is the first question. This is sent by a parent of a junior high school student. How will I assist my child if I do not know the lesson?
Okay, so primarily the role of the parent or guardian is not really to teach their children, but just to assist his or her child cope with the learning delivery and to ensure that parents can engage fully to their assigned roles. The department will provide the support system under the following programs. We will be having one-day training and orientation session before the opening of classes. This session is both an orientation on the role of the parent or guardian in the implementation of the flexible learning delivery and a walkthrough on the use of the learning management system, which in our case is the Blackboard Learn and the Red Learning Kits. And then we will also provide Redway's guide for parents. Each parent will receive a guidebook containing essential information such as how to access UNC Parent Portal, LMS feedback, inbox, schedules of assessments, submission of performance tasks, and new school policies. So we will also have round-the-clock online and offline communication. The department will designate basic education hotline numbers for immediate channeling of queries and feedback, aside from the contact numbers of teachers and school officials that appear in the module and course guide.
Thank you so much, Ma'am Remy, for that clarification. I guess that gives a lot of assurance to our parents that we will be giving them full support every step of the way. So they do not need to worry at all. Thank you, Ma'am, for that assurance. And this is the second question, Ma'am Remy, from a junior high school student. And he is asking, is my student life in UNC for the school year 2020 and 2021 purely academic? Are there programs to be implemented by the UNC Junior High School Department to support my social, emotional, physical, and spiritual growth?
So earlier, I have mentioned in my presentation regarding the programs that we will be giving them this coming school year. So aside from the junior high school curricular program, which is anchored on the holistic development of the learners, the department, in collaboration with the different academic and non-academic organizations, have crafted, selected, and specific programs to provide training on hard and soft skills in an online platform. And we will provide venues for creative presentations such as virtual exhibits, the arts and the crafts, speaking contests, as I mentioned earlier, cooking demo, sports clinic segments, and the like.
Thank you so much, Ma'am Remy. And wow, those sounds like a lot of exciting and interesting activities ahead for our junior high school students. So, junior high school students, you will have a great school year ahead. You've heard it from the assistant principal of the junior high school department, Ma'am Remy 𝗂𝗂𝗄𝗂. Thank you so much, Ma'am. Thank you for all the viewers for sending your questions in. And thank you again, Ma'am Remy 𝗂𝗂𝗄𝗂, the assistant principal of the junior high school department, for accommodating the inquiries. The elementary and high school education lay the foundation for the future success of our learners. These are the significant first steps of their journey toward realizing their full potential. It is in these stages that they acquire primary and basic skills that can define their future careers and shape them as human beings. UNC Elementary and Junior High School are the best start for the citizens and leaders of tomorrow. To be future ready, UNC is where you should be. This is 𝗕 Natividad, and thank you so much.
In the University of 𝗕𝗂𝗃𝗃, we build a better tomorrow for our students. With our future-ready facilities, progressive teaching methods, a nurturing culture for success, our learn-as-you-earn programs make it easier for working students to finish college. We ensure their bright careers. It all starts here, in the heart of Bicol. The University of 𝗕𝗂𝗃𝗃 by Ayala's AC Education, nurturing better tomorrows for all.